He opened up windows and he put mirrors in front of our faces. So he was able for us to see our true version of ourselves for what America truly is. And he was also able to open the window so other individuals can look and peer into what America truly is.
What has been the community's response to this Black-owned and operated space?
Initially, there were individuals, or a lot of individuals, that said, hey, why are you opening up a Black-owned bookstore that's going to focus on Black books in a Black community, in a city that has one of the lowest literacy rates in the entire country? And I said, well, that is why. So it's just doing the work right now. I think as long as I'm doing the work, things will take care of itself. Just continue to do our book giveaways, our book festival, our literacy tutoring services, our financial literacy tutoring services, and just providing a space where individuals can come and engage in interpersonal communication to help solve some of the world's biggest issues.
I read that James Baldwin's writing, along with the women in your life, have inspired you. How did they contribute to the actual creation of Baldwin Co?
Well, Mom was probably my greatest inspiration. Just the embodiment of her strength and resilience and her fortitude and just love for learning. Those characteristics, particularly in my mother, is what I think carried me the most into this new endeavor.
Did she ever, make you read, growing up, force you to read James Baldwin, or you just kind of discovered him on your own?
No, actually, it was, if I'm being honest, it was my dad. It was my dad who actually forced us to read. And it wasn't so much James Baldwin, but my dad made us read Black authors. And every Monday, we couldn't watch TV. So we had to read. And we can only read books by Black people. Because he said, you're going to read about white folks all day in school. In this house, you're going to read about Black people. You're going to read about your people. So it just kind of gravitated to whereas one of my brothers gravitated toward Malcolm X, another one gravitated toward W.B. Du Bois. I gravitated toward James Baldwin.
Considering the climate today, though, with books being banned and everything, your parents are kind of ahead of the curve.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? I think that was kind of like the zeitgeist of the moment. I think our parents viewed the purpose of education is to create the person in the ability to look at the world for himself and make his own decisions. So I think that message was more prevalent during that time because they grew up in Jim Crow. They grew up in Jim Crow days. And that's what James Baldwin is referencing when he was like, the paradox of education is that once you begin to become conscious, you start to examine the society in which you're being educated.
Yeah, I believe he said to be an educated Black person in America is to be perpetually angry.
To be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all of the time. And in one's work, and part of the rage is this, it isn't only what is happening to you.
Yeah, definitely. You're going to live in a perpetual state of anger, which I'm okay with. Like a lot of people think that anger is a bad thing, and it's not a bad thing. Anger is simply defined as a displeasure to a wrongdoing.
What do you see next for Baldwin and Company? Do you see your business celebrating 100 years?
So in the future of Baldwin and Company, right now we're just focused on one day at a time and just focus on the community service, our commitment to building a strong Black community. I hope that we can be a beacon of hope and that we can help individuals just overcome some of the obstacles and we can accomplish the goals and our true abilities that I know that we as a people can be.